we are back at it again for another one and another one and another one. We're happy to see you guys here. I am Leticia Campbell, and I'm the okay. Let me first introduce Twonta. I like to introduce her first. I got
Aw,
Twonta on here, Miss
what's
Day,
up?
Miss Jones, if you nasty, and she comes up with all these amazing titles and content for the show, and I do all the behind the scenes stuff. So we are happy to be here for another week. Yes, hello Martin. Thank you for being a consistent viewer of the show. We are so happy to see you guys on. And guys, those of you who are watching live or on the replay, please let us know, down below that you're here, so we know that you stopped by. And today we have a really, really good topic. And I had it up here as a banner and then I deleted it by mistake.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I did. I was just looking for it. I was trying to buy time by talking, and then I'm like, oh shit, I deleted it. Okay, hold on, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. You know what I mean? This is why we have to do the show live, because y'all get to really see all the shenanigans. Mostly the
Honey,
shenanigans are from me.
listen,
Copy and pasting and deleting the wrong
we
thing. But
we ain't trying to be cute.
yes,
We ain't
yes.
trying.
We try to be a little bit cute, but
I mean, we try to be cute, but we ain't trying to be all like,
Oh, shishi foo foo, shishi foo.
you know.
All right, guys. I promise we had no alcohol before we came on here, honey. We are
No,
married women and we are Christian women, and
no.
we don't drink before a
We
show.
just having
Okay.
one of those food power moments where we just like, oh snap, I forgot. Oh God, I forgot. Oh
But
God.
we did have an interesting conversation before we logged on here. I don't know if you want to share it, about our young girls, our daughters dating. I mean, my girls are very young, so ain't no nigga under this planet
No,
better say not near with it worth
no,
them.
no,
Okay?
honey.
Because I will take this wrap off. They'll see all the shenanigans under here, and I will go bust it down on them. Several bust it down.
Okay.
Okay, but Tawanta got older girls. Okay, they still little girls to me.
Yes,
Cause
yes.
I'm
I
their
have a
auntie.
16-year-old. I have soon to be 20-year-old.
Lord
But my
Jesus.
16-year-old, we was just having a little conversation before we came on here a few minutes ago, and she's her and her co-workers, they are going to the Detroit baseball game
Mm-hmm.
down in Detroit tomorrow. And she was saying that there was this, of course, Detroit baseball jersey,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like over $100+. And she
Mm-hmm.
said, like if she had a boyfriend, then she probably would go ahead and like wear his shirt or something. And I told her before Letitia came on, I said, what boyfriend? No, no, no boyfriend. No, that's not happening. Next, let's keep on talking.
Tawanta's whole head was turned. See, I came in on the boyfriend part. I didn't hear all
I
the
know.
Jersey conversation before that. And I was like, what? No, no, forget the show. What talking about? You said
Okay.
boyfriend. What's that mean?
Okay. I
But
was
you
like,
said I could date now. But I said, and Tawanta agree with me, that we have a different meaning of dating. Dating like you talk on the phone. Y'all don't see each other that much.
yeah, get
You
to
just
know each
little
other.
pen pal. You know what I'm saying? Don't like little letters back and forth to each other, going up the street, get a stamp, mail it to them.
Yes, yes.
Um,
But in her
yeah,
generation, dating to them means like, okay, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend, kind
be
of thing.
exclusive.
It's like, no, it don't work like that. Not in
Yeah, and
my
I told her
generation.
all the boys these days they just a bunch of idiots, honey. You just
They,
might as
they
well
are.
don't even try to entertain them.
They still slurping on Similac. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
they
just gonna
are
tell
doing every bit of nastiness. I wouldn't even shake their hand.
you. Okay.
I wouldn't even sit on the couch. I wouldn't even sit on the couch and then oh no.
No. But
No,
I'm
no.
grateful that my girls have some sense.
Dimebag said, "I'm not expensive. I'm good value. You are expensive, Dimebag. Showing all them coins, honey. Oh,
Woohoo!
yeah. He has a channel where he shows like antique coins.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. I'm gonna
Wonderful.
see his link so you can subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's amazing.
Awesome.
Dimebag. Yeah, I want to get
Awesome.
into that. I want to get into collecting coins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure
Mm-hmm.
hubby don't go and spend them. No, that's on the side. You don't know.
He's in
When we go
lockdown.
antique, I brought this antique here.
Put on lockdown.
But yeah, so we were having that conversation, and those of you watching in the audience, those of you who have the older children, whether it's a guy or a girl, because I'm the same way with my boys too. I don't want them dating all any kind of scallywag or bringing any kind of hood rat over to this house. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
tell us what's your like rules to dating. Like how help Twonta out, honey, because child, listen, she gonna come here bald headed one show. These girls are. Oh no, the person she don't go fight gonna be bald headed.
Y'all
We
don't
gonna do.
know
We
me.
gotta do the show from jail.
Y'all don't know me.
Y'all gotta put money on her commissary, honey. Mhm. I'll be right up there with her. Diabet said it's fun to find cool coins in your everyday change. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't keep change though. You keep change, Toronto?
I do. I do keep some
You
change.
do?
Mm-hmm.
We just use so many cards. Like I was just realizing that the other day. Somebody was like, "Oh, I gave him like $100 bill." They were like, "Oh, you got 51 cents." I'm like, "No, like what's trying to say? Break my honey." You know what I mean? Like open that register. Like we got a coin store shortage and stuff. I was like, "What's that my problem?" I got 51 cents. So
Break
I
my
don't
chain.
really
Break it. Break it. Come
big
on.
bills, big bills.
That's it.
I collect some antique hundreds now.
Yes, honey.
But yeah, I want to get into that. I want to get into that. But yeah, but tell us where to get started, Dimebag. How do we get started with coin collecting? Dimebag, you should start a course
Oh, yeah.
for coin
Go for it.
collectors.
That should be interesting.
That's
Because,
gonna be real
people are
nice.
home now. More people
Yeah,
are home and they're trying to find something, trying to find a hobby
that could
or,
be a whole nother stream of revenue though for them, right, Tawanda?
yeah, absolutely. Oh, of course. I
Yes,
mean, because
honey.
now you can't really depend on the stores anymore that's out
Nope.
here. Because I was just on my live not too long ago, and I was just saying that how
Yeah.
a lot of people are actually doing more shopping at home than they are out in public because
Hmm.
now a lot of these stores are not going to be available come next year after Christmas is over because that's when the company really will see, you know,
Oh, that is so true.
they will really see how much they made, and if they didn't make
Hmm.
enough, if it didn't fit their quota or whatever it
Yeah,
is,
yeah. That is true. I
bankruptcy.
mean, here in New York, there's a lot. Here, I live in New York. Toronto, you live in Michigan, and I mean, even the real estate market has totally changed. With all with everything that has happened. People are losing
Yeah,
their
man.
homes. There's a lot going on, and I pray for everyone out there who's going through it and how
Oh yeah.
much is this, the situation of what's happening has affected them big time,
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I really like the title that we're talking about tonight. And I know some of y'all looking at this title, you're like, wait a minute, I'm free, but I'm not cheap. And what is this all about? And things like that. And we have some amazing talking points. Five, right, Tawanta? Because Miss Tawanta,
Yes.
fine. Okay.
Yes.
We got five. We call these like pieces of advice that you guys should consider. And I'm gonna let Tawanta explain first what the topic is about, and then we're gonna jump into these 5 points. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, sure. I'm free, but I'm not cheap.
What?
Let that sink in.
Period.
Okay. We're gonna be talking about, how to really give a little bit of yourself, but not expose yourself to the point that
Ooh.
people take advantage of you. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying?
Mm.
So yeah, we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty and have a conversation about I'm free, but I'm not cheap, baby. Okay.
That's right. I mean, there is so much exposure out there, and we don't mean like, oh, literal like physical
Sure.
exposure. I'm just talking about like mental
Yeah.
exposure that we as women dive into on a consistent basis that
Mm-hmm.
literally takes up our time,
Mm-hmm.
takes up
Mm-hmm.
all of our energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it just puts us into a state of either depression or regret. How many women we come across Toronto on a day-to-day basis that has so tons of regrets because they put themselves out there. Hey, Mavana, how are you? I was hoping you were going to join us tonight on today's show, but maybe next week, love. Yes, we miss you, love, and we got to put all prayers out to Mavana. All of our sisters, we love you guys to death, and we love when you guys come and hang out with us and stuff. We really appreciate that. But I mean, I know throughout the show, Twonta and I will be sharing, some personal stories about ourselves when it came to times where, we didn't really value ourselves and value, the attention that we were getting and stuff. So let's jump into the first point, Therese. If you could bring up the first, and Teresa's, if y'all don't see her, honey, Teresa's behind the scenes. Let me tell you something. Therese is legendary
Mm-hmm.
VA assistant, producer to the stars, honey. She hangs out with us and she does so much on the back end. We appreciate that. So
Yeah.
don't negotiate your worth. About
Mm-hmm.
to say wealth. Don't negotiate your worth.
Mm-hmm.
Twonta, what does that mean, sis?
Yeah, don't bargain with people when it comes to
Oh,
your worth. You know,
did she say
people don't
bargain?
they
Wait a
don't
minute.
know you like they think they know you. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And so you don't want to waste your time or energy, spewing out some valuable content or information, and they're not really valuing the person,
Mm-hmm.
valuing your heart, your personality, your talents, your skills. They just want to pimp you. That's
Yeah,
basically what
that's
it is.
it. That's right. That boils down. And the funny part is, this is a timely topic. Thank you so much. That's your friend, right?
Who said Diane? Yes.
Yeah. All right, girl. You want the friend. You my friend too, girl.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I have to say to that. And I get like when it comes to don't negotiate your worth,
Yeah.
I get a lot of women that I work, as you guys know, I'm a coach. So it's like I will get women that come along in my programs and they get so excited about doing different things. And for some of them, the following week, what we talked about sort of went out the window. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened from the time I spoke to them to the time that we meet again, what happened was is probably they exposed their vision or their dream or their goal to someone, and that person told them, "Oh, girl, no."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to negotiate your worth, some of y'all got to keep quiet about the things that you're doing, about all the
Mm-hmm.
things you have in your mind, because it could just be in creation mode. It's almost like when you find that you're pregnant, right? And how that first trimester you can't really do working out, you can't do a lot because you don't want to risk, miscarrying. And
Yeah.
it's like, and that's how it is for some of y'all goals and your vision. But
Yeah.
sometimes you can't expose it. So I know I want to make this point because I think this is so important.
Sure.
I don't post my vision board.
Mm.
I don't post my vision board. I don't. I
Mm.
don't do it. And hey, Joe! Oh my God, we got the girl. Hey, how you doing, Joe? Girl, we miss you so much, guys.
No.
Jewel is busy, honey, y'all. We get her on the show and she can grace her with her amazing,
Yes.
iconic presence. We would
Yes.
love to have you on, girl. Email us, sisterconnection@gmail.com, and we'll send you the information for the next show, Jewel. Prices have a purpose, whether free or expensive. That's right. It all has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want your purpose to run out when you're giving it for free. But I want to make this point. I don't post my vision board because,
Mm-hmm.
again, a lot of things that I have on my vision board is not meant for other people to see. It's not
There
meant
you
for the
go.
wrong people to see.
Sure. Sure.
And a lot of times that when we tell people, when we expose our visions too early and people give their advice, even though you may not take it for what it is that time, it may fester in your mind. You're like, you know what, maybe that's not a right time to do this or do that or
Mm-hmm.
launch this or launch that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, don't negotiate your worth. It's like
Right.
negotiation is, when you have a vision out there, you got to protect it. You got to protect your worth. You got to
Absolutely.
protect it. And that's one way, easy way for me to not to get out there and negotiate is I do protect it. I keep certain things, hidden when it comes to that. And it's also good to have boundaries, but how many of us negotiate those as well? So
Mm-hmm.
don't negotiate your worth, ladies. Mm-mm.
No, don't do that at all. I mean, because you again, you have to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand the value and the expensiveness of what's inside of you,
Right.
and you want to protect that at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want to be a freebie in,
That's
in
right.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you free in terms of, okay, I'm here, but it's going to cost you when it comes to my time. It's going to
Mm.
cost you when it comes to the nuggets I'm going to give you. It's going
That's
to
right.
cost you in terms of me sitting here and sharing with you some things. It's going to cost
It
because
is.
what I have to offer to you is not cheap.
It's
It's
not.
it's, it's not. You
You
know,
got to put a price tag on your time. You got
you
to put
do.
a price tag on your years of experience.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
put on a price
yeah.
tag on the energy it's going to
Your
take because
wisdom.
your
Yeah.
wisdom, yeah, you got to do that. And again, it
Yeah.
is sometimes that's always a number one question that my clients will ask me is that, Coach,
Mhm.
how much should I charge this? I just had a conversation with my clients this morning about that.
Mhm.
And she was like, I was going to charge this price, even for the ones that those of you who are like, yeah, I charge a price on my stuff,
Mhm.
or I know I don't negotiate my worth, but maybe you're charging too low for your worth too. You could charge really too low for your worth,
Right.
and then regret even doing that later. So I'm coming at it at a business angle of like, if you know something's worth $1,000 and you're charging 10, girl, charge $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's the same energy when it comes to promoting. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same energy that you put in that $10
Mm-hmm.
offer
Mm-hmm.
that you would put in that $1,000 offer. So
Yeah, because
go
it's
for the gold.
labor behind that. It's
That's
labor
true.
and love. It's
Yeah.
labor and love. If you love
Right.
what you do, you have a passion for what you do.
Right.
You know, you're not going to cheat yourself, and you're
You're
not going to let
not. You're not going to
anybody
ever
else
cheat
cheat you
yourself. Yeah.
or pimp
Right.
you out of your worth.
Right.
That's out of the question.
Yeah,
No
and I
negation.
made that example what on Wednesday about how in Las Vegas the Palms Hotel has a $100,000 a night room, and people post in the comments that's so expensive, that's ridiculous. But that's the value that that person who designed that room. He's like, no, this is worth $100,000 a night, and you got to book at least 2 nights. You know, if you're trying to book one night, you can't stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, time is money. That's right. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's $1,000, $100,000 a night, and it's like that. I had to watch that because that was like God confirming to me the
Yeah.
fact that, girl, if
Yeah.
you feel that something is worth the price it is worth, put it out there. Don't
Right.
negotiate it. Don't negotiate it.
There you
And
go.
but here's the thing, though, too, Twonta, because I've had this in the past where even if you do charge what you charge, people will want a discount. What do you guys say about that?
I'll give you a discount when I post it.
That's
If I'm gonna give you a discount, it will already be documented. But don't
that's
come to me directly and say, "Oh, can I have
yeah,
10%? Or can I
yeah,
have a few change? Or can I get this for No,
right,
this is not the fair where you
yeah,
negotiate pricing and all that stuff. When
yeah.
you ever
You're
been to
right.
a summer fair and you got people, they got their venue and they got their products out and stuff, or even like in a what's the what do you call it? Flea market. There you go.
Yeah,
Flea
yeah,
market.
yeah. Discount
They
place. Yeah,
always negotiating
they
all
always.
the time. And the person have a set price, but people come and they look at the item and like, well, can I have it instead of for $8? Like, can I have it for $3?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. And I feel like, and I even feel I experienced it myself, where we do that as Black women, we do that to each other.
We
I have
do.
had women come to me
We
and
do.
say, "Hey, listen, I know you're offering this much for your program, but can you give me a discount?" But they wouldn't ask somebody else for that. They wouldn't ask, people outside their nationality for a discount, but they quit. Oh, you got to help each other out. We're family. We're this. We grew up in the same neighborhood, stuff like that. Trees, can you bring back up Jules' last comment, and then right after that, bring up Lavon. I want to read off Jules' comment because she says something really, really, really good that I want to put out there before we move on to the next point.
Yeah.
Let's have Trees bring that up. The last one Jewel made. Just gonna bring that on up for us. Awesome. She said, yes, sisters and brothers, come back when you can afford to invest and you can commit. I love that point, Twonta, because when you do decide to charge premium price or decide not to negotiate for your worth, people will try to make sure they pick up their stamina to either work with you or want to become friends with you or want to, like, it even goes back for those of you who don't have a business and you're just like, listen, I just want positive women around me.
Sure.
When you stop tolerating the women around you with their negative conversation,
yeah,
and you start saying, listen, I can't talk to you right now. I can't respond to what you're saying. Now, when they come to you, they're going to know, listen, I can't come to Leticia or Twonta or all that stupidness, because that's not what they tolerate. So it's also you guys tolerating the dialogue and the conversations that go on around you to where they may could talk that way over there. But when they come up here,
right.
Can't talk that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That is so on point.
Right.
So on point. You got to understand, how long it took you to get to where you are.
Right.
It wasn't easy for you because it came with a cost too.
That's
Your
right.
journey came with a cost.
Yeah.
And now that you have graduated from those challenges in your life, you know the value of where you stand.
That's right.
And you're not going to allow anybody to cheat you or pimp you out of your worth.
That's right.
It's non-negotiable.
Right. And can you bring up Treese Mavana's comment too? I'm going to read off hers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's read off hers real quick. Yes. Do we see it? Do we see it? Here we go. Don't second guess your worth. Why not get top price? That's right. Don't second guess your worth. Can't
Mm-hmm.
second guess it. But a lot of women do. A lot of, I mean, I've second guessed my worth in the past many a
Yeah,
times.
we all did at some point in time.
Many times. And I think,
Right.
you have to start there sometimes, wondering why you second guessing yourself. I shared
Right.
with you guys in the past how, I wouldn't even buy anything unless someone else had an opinion on it. Like, oh, what do you think about this? Oh, well, and I want them to at least give me yes or no. I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
how to come up with a decision myself. I know that may sound crazy, but I know a lot of women were like that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you have to say about that, Twonta?
Oh, absolutely. I agree
Yeah,
with everything that what Melvina had posted.
yeah,
Again, it goes back to just knowing the quality and the value of who you are as a woman, as a woman of wisdom, woman of
hmm,
grace, a woman of profession.
yeah,
Every area, every fiber of you is expensive,
hmm,
and you just don't want anybody, including yourself, definitely yourself, to play, and to
yeah,
damage,
yeah.
mistreat it or abuse it in any form or fashion.
Right.
Hmm.
So going back before we move on to Jules' next comment, Trees. The thing is about what point was I going to make? Oh, I forgot what I was going to say, y'all. I had a good point.
It's gonna come to you.
Oh, I know. Okay, so here's another reason why I know sometimes it's hard for women to
Hmm.
stop negotiating
Hmm.
is that maybe you don't want to disappoint people.
Ah.
You're such an introvert, or even extroverts do this too, that
Mhm.
you don't want to put people down or disappoint them or have people
Yeah,
mad at you.
I've been
You're
there.
more fearful about that than
Yeah,
making yourself happy.
absolutely. And I'm an introvert at heart. And
Yeah,
I'm the type of person where I don't like to break people's heart or hurt
right,
people's feelings or anything. So for this, I just let them go ahead and do what they want to do, say what they want to say, or what
right.
have you. But yet, in the meantime, I'm the one that's hurting. I'm the one
Yeah,
that's getting disrespected. But I
right, right.
disrespected myself first because I wasn't,
Exactly.
being honest.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
have to say to that, like, those of us who are like that, who don't want to, like people pleasing,
Yeah.
the people, they know that. Other people know that. That, oh, she knows she ain't gonna say nothing back. She ain't gonna, she's not
Hmm.
gonna be combative with me, so I could go there. So
Hmm.
sometimes we're letting people get away with their actions or their poor behavior. And if you got to correct someone, no matter how it turns out, you just got to do it. You just
You
got
just
to
got to do it.
speak your mind and say, you
Yeah.
know what, this is gonna make me uncomfortable. I don't know where this is going to lead, but I got to get this off my chest. I have to say something because then after that, you feel good. Like there's times where I had a lot of resentment towards certain people on my chest, and I had it for
Hmm.
years. And when I finally said, "This is how I feel,"
Hmm. Hmm.
I felt so good. I felt so much better. I
Yeah.
did because I got off my chest. Even though it disappointed that person, at least I know I got it off my
Yeah.
chest. Yeah.
And you were fine. You didn't have any more stressed about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because you know how it
Right.
is when we don't say anything later on, it starts to beat us up,
Hmm.
and we're not feeling good.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
free because
You're
we're
not
still
free.
pondering off like,
Absolutely.
well, I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right, you're so
Done.
right. You're so right. And June,
Yeah.
you brought up an amazing point for especially in the business world. Yeah, having those structures. That's when you ask, is your code exit? Yep, that's right. Exit to the left.
Hmm.
Exit to the left.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, you're gonna get some people that are gonna say, "Oh, girl, you too up in here. You too this, and you too that." Let them say that.
Let them.
Let them say that. Let them go on. Let them speak that win to somebody else. It doesn't matter. So,
Right.
Teresa, if you could bring up the next point for us, please do. And those of y'all who are watching, let us know in the comments. Say hello. Say hi. Let us
Yes.
know if you're enjoying the show so far. And we're so happy to have you here.
Yes.
Walking away is free. Ooh, talk about that, Twonta.
Bye. That's
On
it.
that note, yes, walking away is free. It's free.
It don't cost you anything to walk away from ignorance, to walk away from players, to walk away from abusers, to walk away
Yes,
from cheaters, to walk
everything,
away,
all of that.
all of that, all of that.
What are we paying to stay?
Yes. What are we paying to stay? Come on,
And we're
minister.
not just talking about relationships, ladies. We're talking about business partnerships.
Everything, everything.
I was in a 2+ year long business partnership. Okay, that once I walked away from it, oh my God, I was losing so much while I was in it. Almost lost everything. I was losing
Yes.
so much. And once
Yeah.
I walked away, I was like, damn, I should have did this
A
before.
long time
A
ago.
long freaking time ago. Walking
Right.
away is free because you're actually paying more of a price by
Hmm.
staying,
Hmm.
staying, staying.
Yeah.
That's
Because you're
powerful.
not wasting your money. You're not wasting your
Your
energy. You're not
time,
wasting your
yeah.
time. So
Even forgiving is a sense of walking away, right?
yeah.
It's like you're like, I'm just going to forgive this person. I'm not going to
Yep.
talk to them. I'm not going to
Yep.
like be in their space or their environment or call them, but I'm not going to keep making the initiative to change things. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
if it is what if. So if the person ain't gonna change, or if the situation is gonna change, they're gonna still remain the same. You gotta just forgive and walk away.
That's it.
Period. That's it.
Period.
That's right. Go ahead, Trees. Bring up the next one, Mama. We rolling tonight, y'all. If y'all
Yes.
got any value out of this, give us a like. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you give us some hearts. If you're on Facebook, what have you.
Yeah.
Yes, own your value.
Hmm. Yes, own your values. As you can see, there's three different levels of values here that
Mm-hmm.
you definitely need to take under consideration. As you can
Mm-hmm.
see, you got reproductive, you got social, and you got spiritual. So what I mean
Right.
by that is that when you own your reproductive value, basically, you're looking at your posture. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about your posture, your poise, how you stand amongst the crowd, and how you walk. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the whole demeanor of you.
Mm-hmm.
It speaks volumes.
Yeah.
When you see people that you admire on television, you may have the opportunity to just embrace their presence right
Mm-hmm.
there, at a concert
Mm-hmm.
or at a function or what have you, and you get to see them and they walk in the room, and the value of that person, it
Yeah.
just stops everything. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? And you come to them in a very kind and very, like, almost like a very fragile. I won't say fragile. It's like when you go into a baby's room, you got to
Yeah.
be really,
You
really
sort of get starstruck, right?
yeah.
And I want
You
to
know
give a
what I'm
shout out to
saying?
Katrina. So happy to see you here, girl. Girl, I missed you in class, girl. You better come back in the phone, honey. Yes. Hi, girl. But yeah, you get starstruck. You get
Right,
starstruck. You do.
right.
And with that said, when it comes to that, y'all, it's like you gotta have more confidence in yourself.
Absolutely.
I had
Oh
to do that within myself, Twonta. I had to stop getting so starstruck
yeah.
for people because at the end of the day,
Yeah. Hmm.
they got to wake up in the morning and they're starting at the start line just like I am.
Yep.
And when like I say I'm the number one email marketing strategist, right? I
Hmm.
say that on purpose so
Yeah.
that I don't get out there and looking at my competitors and start to say, oh my God, I wish I was like them. I wish I did them things like them. I wish I showed up like them. I wish I acted like them.
Right.
And
Right.
start to say, you know what, girl, she ain't better than me. He
Mm-mm.
ain't better than me.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yes. She
Exactly.
just said, so it's like getting starstruck,
Yes.
and it's so crazy because my husband had to put he made me aware of that without making me aware
Hmm.
to the
Hmm.
point where he was like, why are you getting that happy because that person's there? I'm like, what do you mean? This he's like, girl, you can do the same thing they're doing. And I was like, you know what, he's right. God was speaking through him to make me a message like, girl, you better stop with all that.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
they're not more important than you. Let me just say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, ladies, you got to understand you are the producer of your life anyway.
Exactly. Stop trying to
Yeah.
feel like you don't hold any value. Your
Mhm.
experience, your
Yeah.
expertise, your
You are your
knowledge,
own production crew,
you.
you know?
Yeah.
So you got to own that,
Yeah.
right? Again, it's all about worth, it's all about quality, and you don't want nobody coming in messing up what you worked so hard to get.
Exactly. Hold your own value. And
Hold
for a
it.
long time, Tawanta,
Hmm.
I was really like, when people would give me testimonials and positive feedback, I wasn't receiving it. Like I wouldn't take it in. You know what I
Word.
mean? And I
Mhm.
think that God did that with me on purpose because a lot in this business world, it's really easy to get a big head, like get arrogant. You know what I mean? And think that
Sure.
you're the experts of all
Mhm.
experts of all experts, right? Which is
Mhm.
a step beyond confidence, right?
Mhm.
But it's like I had to get to the point where I enjoyed the testimonials. I love the positive reviews, but I don't want to take it in so much that I assume that I'm a know-it-all. Like I just ordered like 5 books on Amazon the other day. Like I'm always reading. I'm always, in a class or something,
Mhm.
learning, because I
Yeah.
know my value so much that I know I need to sharpen it too. That's another thing, ladies. When you own your values,
Right.
you also know you have to sharpen that value as well and keep
Mhm.
on researching and reading
Right.
and even
Yeah.
with self-care, like we do a
Updating.
self-care event
Updating.
every month. You
Mhm.
can never get enough of self-care. You have to keep doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, you got to keep going. It's updating your worth, updating your knowledge,
Right.
updating yourself,
Hmm.
so you can be current and based on what's going, because everything is revolving, everything is changing
Everything.
around you. So you definitely got to be on top of your game as well. So
That's right.
the next one is the social value. Own your
Yeah.
social value. And what I mean by that, in terms of
Hmm.
networking, in terms of, communication and all
Right.
those things. Again, you are the producer. You are the product. You are the walking show of
That's right.
your brand. You are the brand or whatever it is. So
Hmm.
it is important for you to take ownership of that communication, take ownership of that network. Like we take ownership of where we are right now
Hmm.
with the StreamYard and with YouTube and with
Hmm.
Facebook and all those things. But we also take ownership with our communication. We take ownership because of how, of the value of what we have inside of us. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? So it's important for you again, and this is a teaching tool for both of us. We're not
Hmm.
experts by any means,
Hmm.
but we learn from each other. Iron
Hmm.
sharpens iron, and
Hmm.
that's ongoing.
That
That's
is.
what
It
this
is.
sisterhood is all about. We are
Hmm.
sharpening each other to make each other better.
That's
You
right.
know.
And you got to, when it comes to the social thing too, once you have a network, you got to protect it too. It's like with
Hmm.
Twonta and our sister to sister connection tribe. If you're not a part of it, it's free. All you got to do is go to bit.ly/sister to sister connection. And we protect that community because number one, we don't just let any old girl in there, you know.
Yep.
And two, even if those who do request to join, we're looking at their profile. We're
Hmm.
seeing it because we want to protect the integrity, the value, the
Yeah.
community. I mean, everything. So
That's
when you
it.
do have a social network or a social anything, you want to also protect it at the same time to make sure it
Exactly.
lasts. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the third thing about when it comes to owning your values is, of course, the spiritual value.
Yeah.
And that means basically, your connection with others,
Hmm.
giving outside of yourself,
Hmm.
basically, how important it is for us to connect with one another so we
Hmm.
can, again, learn from each other, bless each other,
Hmm.
support each other, help
Hmm.
each other, right? And that really increases the value of you. Likewise, it increases the value of that other person that you are
Hmm.
are in
That's
connection.
right. That's right. I love that. I really do love that a lot. Yes,
Hmm.
let's go to the fourth point. And those of you who are enjoying this, please let us know in the comments. Let's look at Jules. Jules, you need to get on this show. Okay, again. Because we love it, love it, love it. Let's see what Jules just said in the comments. And those of y'all who tune in, if you want to contribute to this conversation, please say so in
Please.
the comments. Jules said, our social and spiritual values are the most, what's that, impersonable impressionable, right?
Hmm.
With our network. Those circles are tight and can be unforgiving. Hmm.
Hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. They can be unforgiving, especially if you change things up too much, just sort of change gears. I see a lot of people do that on social media where they will build a community and then all of a sudden they'll change directions for it and then people just get turned off and things like that. I totally get that part. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Trees, bring up the next point, love. Yes, we're getting some thumbs up. Your standards should break the glass ceiling. Ooh, thank you, Katrina.
Hmm. And honey, listen, you know the value of who you are. You should
Hmm.
never have anything to block your standards.
That's right.
So your standards is so sharp. It's so powerful, baby. It breaks that glass ceiling, meaning
Mm-hmm.
that it's unlimited of what
Yes.
your standards can go, or your
Mm-hmm.
gifts can go, or your
Mm-hmm.
power can go. Seriously. But we
Right.
sometimes allow other people, put a cap over us, or cap over our visions and our dreams, and say, oh, well, I don't think you can get that high or get to that
Mm-hmm.
level of
Mm-hmm.
success. Who says?
Because
Who
they're speaking
says?
from their own insecurities, and
Exactly.
that is happening so rampant on social media so
It
much,
is.
to
It
where
is.
I, with everything that's going on in the world right now, people are
Hmm.
telling you more of what you cannot do
Right.
or what
Right.
you should be doing. You know what
Right.
I mean? And
Hmm.
not really considering that you're your own personal individual. You have your own thoughts, your own dreams, your own aspirations,
Yeah.
things like that, your own standards. And people are so quick to talk you out of things, you
Oh
know?
my
And
God. Yeah.
yeah, so you can't break that glass ceiling. You can't go
Hmm.
beyond what you're already being told or seen. And this is why, ladies, those of you who are watching, and give me some emojis in the comments right now if you agree with me. It is so important that you monitor who you are listening to,
Mm.
who you're talking to,
Come
who
on.
you're around.
Who you are
It's
around. Yeah.
so important. And if you don't start doing that like yesterday, okay, it's just important that you monitor that, and if there's people that are out of line or out of sync with you,
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
got to put them on pause, or just put them on a shelf somewhere, you know what I mean, or even just all out, just stop talking to them, because
Yeah.
the toxicity nowadays is starting to become more rampant,
Hmm.
and people are making excuses for the toxic people these days, believe it or not.
Oh,
They're
girl.
like, oh,
Yes,
they've
honey.
been through this and they've been through that, and
Yeah.
you gotta
It's becoming
understand,
like the
you
norm.
know, they're
Yeah.
tolerating it, right?
Yeah.
And what's the word? Not from them tolerating it, they're sort of like allowing it to continue within that person.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I'm the type of person where I understand what's been going on in the world. I know what happened, but at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah. That's it.
I've been in conversations where I felt like I was the only sane person in the room, and this just happened since June. I'm like, wait a minute, am I the only person in this room that's like, okay,
Hmm.
sane?
Hmm.
Because this conversation is going crazy stupid. But yeah,
Hmm.
thank
Hmm.
you, Katrina. Appreciate that, sis. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like that you made it that point. Standards, make sure it goes breaks beyond that glass ceiling, because
Oh
you can
God.
do whatever that God has set for you, and you got to believe it,
Mhm.
that it can happen, that can be achieved.
Yeah.
But if you want to be in that stinking thinking,
Hmm.
then you're gonna stay there.
Hmm. Yeah, your standards, your faith, your determination, all of that, is valuable to you, very important to you, and it should not be a problem for you to break that glass ceiling or break what people put above your head that telling you that you can't achieve, you can't succeed, you
Right.
can't do this, and especially for us women that are in our late 40s, early 50s, or what have you,
Well, I'm
those of us who have
25, so
kids, and those of us who haven't been working, or we or retired or whatever. People already looking at my generation and even older, saying that, oh, they're done. There's nothing they can do. And like you said, Letitia, some people are actually accepting that
they're okay
crazy,
with it.
that mindset. They're okay with it. Like, yeah,
They're okay. They're okay with them thinking that way because they feel bad.
right.
They, oh, this person, and it's just crazy. Jules said tonight's Sister Connection show is fire. I love this content. Leticia and Tawanta's tribe and it are glass breakers. Thank you, love. I want to talk real quick about when it comes to enforcing your standards. The best way to enforce it is through communication, guys. And some of y'all out there
Yeah.
don't like to have hard or tough conversations, but
Mm.
in order for you to live the life that you want to live and set some standards, you got to have hard conversations with people. And let me tell you something. I'll go toe to toe with anybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do. I don't like to get into those conversations. Hello, Truth Guitar Method. Hey, he actually teaches people how to play the guitar. I love it.
Cool.
Um, you got to communicate. You just have to communicate. I think that's so important, and you got to learn how to be a better communicator. That's another thing.
Absolutely.
Yes,
And
that's
that
another.
doesn't happen overnight. That's a process
Nope.
for some. There are some that are natural born communicators. You know what I mean? They
Hmm.
just let it out and they just invite people with their conversation. But there are
Hmm.
some that takes time to really start to warm up to people
Right.
really listen to the heart of people,
Mm-hmm.
so you can be able to be more compassionate and more understanding and not one-sided, and and all those things. So it is important to build
Mm-hmm.
that communication. Again, we going back to that sharpen iron, with
Yeah.
and supporting and helping
You're
each other.
so right, girl. You're so
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
Let's bring up this next point. Let's bring up this next point, Trees.
Yes, this is the last
Yes,
one of the
guys.
night.
And Truth Qatar, today's topic is say it to Wanta. I am free. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm saying free.
I'm free, but I'm not cheap. Mm,
That's the topic, brother.
there you go.
Yes.
Hello.
Spare some change, not your wallet. Ooh. Oh, what is that comedian guy's name? I wish I could pull up a skit. As a comedian guy, he is the old. If y'all into comics and stand up comedy, he's
Hmm.
one of the original comics. He played in the movie Baby Kids. He was one of the.
Oh, I know who you're talking
God
about.
rest his soul. He was
Yes.
he was an icon. Okay,
Yes,
rest.
I
I
remember.
can't
He
remember
was in
his name.
House Party 1. I think
Yes,
House Party
yes.
2. I know
He
exactly
made
what
a
you're
joke
talking
one
about.
day. He was in the car wash, the gas station, and
Yeah.
a bum came up to him and said, "You got spare? You got any spare change?" He's like,
That
"What
spare
the?
chain.
It's spare change. Get yourself a spare job so you can get some spare change." So every time I hear spare change, I think of him. Yeah, but yes, spare some change, not your wallet. What you mean by that, Tawanti?
Spare some change, spare some nuggets, give them a little bit of information. If they ask you for something, they ask you for your help on something, you give it to them. But you're not going to give them your whole income.
Nope.
You're not going to give them your whole wallet. You're not going to give them your whole worth of
I have a
information.
thing to that too. For those of you who got, yeah, Robin Harris. Yes,
Robin,
yes,
thank you,
that's him.
Diane.
Yes, God rest his soul. He was a. Y'all
Yes,
gotta go
Robin
look him up. He
Harris.
is funny as all hell out funny. I couldn't play it on here because he cuss a lot. But watch that skit where he made my spare change. I have something to say about that whole spare change thing. But what I do for some people, Tawanto,
Yeah.
is that if they're calling me, I have a timer already set for them on my cell phone. And
Hmm.
once that timer go off, the conversation is over.
Hmm. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had an
Yeah.
uncle that when he was done talking to you, he's from Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. He
Hmm.
when he say bye, he just hang up the phone. And people like, let me literally in the middle of a conversation. He's to crack me the F up. I'm telling you
Oh
right now.
Lord Jesus.
And I'd be like, yeah, he just hung up with me. But guys, sometimes you gotta be that way with people because if you really, really value your time, you're not gonna just, you know, sit there and have 2, 3, 4 hour conversations with people and it just gets annoying. Yeah, he was hysterically funny.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
again, when it comes to your business or when it comes to your life, people
right.
want, you know, people, let's put it this way. You want to give them something like, here, I give this to you free. This is a free or my spare change. This is
Ooh.
my change. I'm giving this
Mhm.
to you. And they appreciate it, but they want more. It's like,
They
oh,
want more.
are you going to add? Are you going to add your this? You're going to add your that to that because I've been a supporting fan, or I've been with this,
Yep. I've been following you for years. I did
yeah,
it.
this, that, or whatever. You
But you
know,
know what? And even like Truth Guitar is on here, Jules on here, all of y'all offer different things, right? And
yeah.
I know in the business world, we get that a lot where people will like show up in my inbox and be like inbox hustling for some knowledge. Like, oh, Leticia, I know you've been talking about email marketing. Like, show me how to get started. Okay, you need an ESP. All right, well, how do I sign up for one? Okay, you just go and do. Well, what's the first email should I send to somebody? I'm like, girl, what invoice? Give me your email. I'll give you an invoice,
Mhm,
honey. You're
mhm.
not getting my whole wallet, all my time. You're gonna pay me back for that.
Yeah, yeah.
What did True Qatar say, Trees? What do you say? Let me see. We catch all y'all comments, just so you know.
Yeah.
And thank y'all for coming on.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, the one before that. Share my website. One before that, Truth. Yeah, I hate when family and friends want free guitar lessons because I know them. Yeah, you should charge family double. I've
Ooh,
done it. I've done it. Yes, I have, and I've
that's
been
a
cussed out
word.
for it, but it's all right. I charge them more than I charge regular people
That's a
because
word
they're
right
gonna give
there.
me the most headache. They are. Put that back up again, Trees.
That's
I want
a
to
word right there. The key word, family.
family, honey. Family,
Because
premium price.
family, oh, they are the worst. Because they, as
Yeah.
soon as they see you accelerate in your value, in your worth, oh my gosh, they assume
They just
automatically
assume, child.
that
Listen,
you're gonna get the free dibs.
and then and the other family members be co-signed. I remember one of my family members on the phone with another family member, and she was like, "Tisha, what you call want to talk to you? Ask you because she wants to know how to do all this stuff you do." I'm like, "God, what? You think I'm gonna sit there over the having a phone conversation with you for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours?"
Not. And then that content, that information you
And
get,
they don't do nothing with. That's the thing too.
they don't do nothing with
They
it.
don't do a damn thing with what you
They
gotta
don't
say.
do
So
nothing.
you have to charge them because
Yeah.
when you charge people, people move. They take action to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
definitely.
15-minute discovery calls, prospective clients almost always push the button yes pay. Yeah, but even with discovery calls, though, Jewel, I have a discovery call application. You fill out the application, okay? Because I vet anybody that I speak to, at a discovery call, even though it's only 15 minutes. And if I don't like what I see on the application, ain't gonna be no discovery call, even though it is no cost to a discovery call. I don't want to just speak to any old body. They ain't ready. Because I know by the end of the discovery call, a credit card needs to come out.
Yeah. And you're
Okay,
not
I
putting
need to.
yourself on credit either. Because guess what? You're going to have to pay the bill.
That's right.
And you're not putting yourself through that. So, yeah,
That
you
that
just,
baffles me.
oh, yeah.
Especially with family, they want to see you excel. Well, they say
Family
they
are the
do,
worst, man. Family are the
but
worst.
then
But
next
it's
day,
so
can
sad to say.
you
But
just teach my little son a guitar, honey? Can you just teach him? I see you over there on the YouTube, honey, teaching all them strangers out there to do. And you're like, all right, well,
well,
I charge.
he's gifted.
Uh
So you
huh.
know why? We've talked about this many times. So it should be a no-brainer for you to teach your cousin or
Okay,
teach your
well, it's
nephew.
a no-brainer for me to send an invoice. Hold on, $750.
Okay. You spare some change. Okay, you give them, okay, play the scales. You give them that. You give free lessons on learning how to play the scales. But if they want some more information about, okay, well, you got to do the chromatic scales. You got to do the minor scores, the major
Yep.
scores, and all that stuff. That's going to cost you.
Yeah, because you know music too, girl. So you know what he's doing, right?
Yes,
What else
I
did
went to
Truth Guitar
college. I got a
say?
degree in vocal
Yeah, so
performance. So,
you know. So
yeah.
Truth Guitar said, when I first started, I asked for help from fam. Sometimes they are the worst. Yeah, they don't help out. They don't.
They don't.
They don't. Family is never ever the first supporters of your business.
Which is so
Just
sad.
never. They're never ever the first supporter of your business. This doesn't
So
happen
sad.
that way.
And then
When
what
you
makes it worse, they get jealous. And then they go ahead and say, oh, you think you all that. Oh, since you got a YouTube channel, you got Instagram and all that, you got some peoples.
And they think you got money in it, what you do, but you ain't got no money for them.
You banking like that.
They're like, girl, can you give me, I need my rent, I've been furloughed. I'm like, who furloughed? You better go talk to furlough and see what you can do, because I just listen. I got money for me and mine.
There you
Not
go.
me and mine.
Okay.
They don't even care how many children you have. I got 5 kids up in here. Ain't nobody got no business asking me for not a coin, penny, dime,
because
cent.
they don't want to work. That's the thing.
No, they don't want to work for it. You work for it. They see the work you put in, and they see the sacrifice you made, but they don't want to do the same thing. They want to come. They want to come up with you.
Yeah, they want to go on that free ride. They want to be on your coattail.
I only let one man ride me. That's it. And I ain't got no time for anybody else. Okay. On that note, Truth Guitar Method said, what is your name? What is give us your name, please. Oh God. When I told them I was starting a channel, they were like, waste of time. No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell everybody your vision. That's Joel. Oh, Joel. Yeah, I remember he came on my StreamYard LSR show.
Wonderful.
Joel. Yes. Enough about them. I'm grinding. That's right. Yeah. Trying to make this my full time one day. I'm a fly high. That's right. You better stick to it. You better
Exactly.
stick to it. See, here's the thing, though. This goes out to Joel and all of you out there. One of the things that I had to do, like all jokes aside, I had to get in communities like Facebook groups and
Right.
programs where there were other high earners, like 6 and 7, 8-figure earners. There's even some 7-figure earners in there too.
Right. Right.
And get around them and have conversations. And I realized that a lot of all of our stories were the same. Our stories were the same. Where we started from was the same. And so we don't have those conversations that everybody else has, So you have to do that too, It doesn't have to even be people that are in the same industry as you, in the same. It even goes for those of you who don't have a business and maybe you just want to get around other positive women. Join us inside the sister connection group and get in with us, so that way you can have, be around positivity, support, encouragement, and all that. You just got to step outside that bubble. I think that's so important. But I get it. What you brought up, Joel, was so important.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think it's maybe it's them. My family doesn't like what I'm doing. Maybe I am doing something wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be. Like they legit thinking that. Even now they're thinking that with everything that's going on in the world. And no, you don't have to. No, it's not true.
Yeah, absolutely. And you also have some men that are totally against women, accelerating in their, stepping out of the boundaries of
That's
a housewife and all of that. Because most men, seriously, they still believe that the woman should be at home and taking care of the home and taking care of the kids and everything. Not realizing that God called them for, a purpose, not just being a wife and a mom, but also to be a great blessing to the world. And she sees this and she wants to pursue and all of those things. She wants to make it happen. So you got that too on the flip side of that.
You're
you
so
got
right.
that as well. You got the family, you got
right.
All of that. But I like what that young man said, that he said, you know what, scratch them now. I'm out of that.
You're out of that. Do it. There's tons of people who started a YouTube channel, and not only is it successful, not only is their channels very successful, they're getting all types of sponsorships and collabs. And I used to follow a guy named Patrick Starr, and I started out following him when he had under 100,000 subscribers, and now he has over 5.1 million. And he's everywhere in the makeup community. But he just started off with his regular old camera. It's like you just can't let the people around you limit you. We're in a different era. If you think a job is going to be be a source of revenue for you forever, you are living a life of risk and disappointment. You have to have several streams of income. So do what you got to do, Jewel, and you tell them go kick rocks, honey. Okay. And also for the husbands out there who are like, oh my God, my wife is changing, she's doing this thing. You got to let her do her, because it's going to help your relationship so much. It wasn't until that my husband started to support me until he started to notice that, wow, I see why you're doing this. I understand it. I see the connections you're building, the people you're helping, and how it's really helping you at the end of the day by feeding your spirit. Because there's certain things, husbands, that you can't give your wife, that what she's building can give her. So let her do it. Just as long as it's not hurting y'all in the family. I'm talking about like, making her drink, do drugs or something like that. Then let her do it. Let her do it. Stop it.
Because God gave her purpose and gifts, just like He gave you purpose and gifts.
That's right. That's right.
And this is her time, her moment,
it's her time,
her season to do what she's been called to do.
Right. So Jules said, I had a family member tell me that she could not purchase a 99. What? Wait a minute.
What she saying?
Read that again, honey.
What she saying?
I had a family member tell me that she could not purchase a 99-cent ebook. That ain't family. I wouldn't be a family. She ain't my family. Due to the financial issues, I told them that equals homelessness, not financial trouble. What in the hell? I'm done. I can't.
Did you say 99 cents?
99 cents, 0.99. That's American currency.
And she couldn't spare the change?
She can't spare 99 cents, child. But I bet she giving it to her man, though. That's what I understand. These girls talk about, I can't spend that much money on something for myself. But the child, that man asks, babe, I want to go put $10 on gas. She give him $20. He come back home, don't even give her change.
Nope.
Don't even give her change.
Her change go to the other sister.
Exactly. He asked for $10.
Oh my gosh. That's why you need to know your worth,
That's
ladies.
right. My husband asked me for money. I'm giving the exact. I know the foolery that these men pay. Don't give me my damn change. Oh, what's your cash app? Yeah, I got Zelle. I got PayPal.me.
Come on.
Zelle, Cash App,
Come on. I got Venmo.
Stripe.
All of that. Okay.
Ask me for 10, you get $9.99.
Ooh, child.
And I'll be like, making enough.
Okay.
Girl on Friday, making enough. My wife, she is my biggest support. Oh, she's my manager and moderator. Oh, son, he must lay it down, honey. I don't know.
Come on with it. That's a blessing. That is
But it's always that way, but it's never vice versa, though. Not to say that that's you, the way you are, Joel. I'm sorry saying baseball, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
But
that is so beautiful.
That's amazing. You better get her a big old diamond ring too, honey. If she listening, honey.
Come on.
Christmas coming up. I better be on show it to her, honey. We love diamonds, honey. Or car.
That's
Swoop
awesome.
down in the yard with a helicopter. My baby, get in. We're gonna take it to that. Well, shoot. Just don't tell her we're going camping. Because let me tell you, I'm talking, baby, you want to go camping one day? I said, hell no. What we going camping for? You trying to bury me, honey? Ain't nobody on my family gonna come out in no woods to go find my behind my big ass.
I don't do the woods. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I don't do no woods either. Nobody gonna come find my big old ass, my bad body behind. Gonna be a bigger. We gonna even. Please.
They go ahead and see this big old hump and like, oh,
hump was like, was that a rock?
Jesus,
I ain't going no damn camping.
Ooh,
that's good that you support her. It's just you're a rare dude, Joel. It's hard out here for a pimp, you know. Oh man, you all are funny. Thank you. We try to be. You just be who we are, who we is, honey.
Oh yeah.
So listen, Twonta.
Yeah, mama.
You better get you some binoculars, honey, for your little girl.
I'm already on it. Cause she know I don't play. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Okay,
that's right, honey.
That's all I need to say.
We show up in house slippers talking about what's good. What's good?
That's it.
Okay. Yes, guys. So listen, if y'all got any value out of this show, please pass this show on. Share it with somebody you love. Jules, share the show with your wife if she want to come on and kiki and kaka and cuckoo with us. It's all good. We welcome all women.
So welcome.
Yes. Send her the link, bit.ly/sister-to-sister connection. Make her join. It goes for all of you guys tuning in and watching in. Yeah. We had a lot of viewers tonight. Thank y'all for coming and joining us. Two Black sisters, doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So, Therese, let's run through the talking points that we just went over. Because I'll mess it up, honey. I'll mess it up. Yes. Bye, Joel. I hope I'm saying his name right.
You know what? We had.
Forgive me, Joel. I got 5 kids, honey. Huh?
I said this was such an awesome topic tonight. We had some wonderful topics, but I think this one really
all the topics
made a dent tonight because like I said, a lot of us are home now, and a lot of sisters need to be reminded of their worth, the value of their worth, and so I'm hoping and praying that this definitely goes beyond what we have what we had seen tonight.
Right. And you all deserve the best. You deserve the best in life. You deserve the best in everything. And there's nothing wrong with wanting the best. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do things differently. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being like the oddball in your family or the oddball in your group. It's nothing wrong with that, just to be different. I still have people that look at me now, even everything that has been happening in the world. They look at me like, girl, girl, everything okay? I'm like, are you okay? Like, I'm good, girl. Yeah. Shoot. So so let's go. We talk about don't negotiate your worth. Right. What's the next one, love? Teresa's
Yep.
gonna pull them up.
Walking
Walking away
away
is free.
is free. I'm sorry.
That's
Walking away
right.
is free. Yes, it is.
Yes. Own your values. That's right. Own them.
Own them
They're
all.
yours.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
standards should break the glass ceiling. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
spare some change, not your wallet. Spare change.
They,
Ask me for spare. Get yourself a spare job. Then you have some spare change.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
Child, when
it.
he said that, I fell out, honey. I was like, Lord, because you from New York. I'm from New York. You always get somebody at the gas station.
Oh, I know. I remember that line.
Give me
Back in
some
the
spare
day.
change. Just like sometimes it
Yep.
be the same person. Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just gave you some money yesterday. You were asking for it again today. Did you smoke my money? You know what listen, I'm not trying to sound harsh. So trying to look at me like, oh, Tisha mean. Twonta from Newark, I'm from New York, right? That's right.
Yes.
Coffee talk ain't cheap either, honey.
No. No.
That's right. Hey, Coffee Talk. Coffee Talk, he's like a tech guru, honey. Y'all gotta follow his channel. He does everything tech. The other day you was what was your topic the other day, Coffee Talk? Say it in the comments. Yeah, I always pop in and watch his show and stuff. You gotta check him out.
Wow.
Yeah, guys. So again, put up the topic again, Tree. So yeah, as we guys said, you're free, but you're not cheap. It's time to start to value yourself. It's time to, limit your free 99 information that you're giving away. Your free time, because you have free time, doesn't mean it's free for everybody, honey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
it's time to be put limiters on things. And if you upset some people, then you upset them.
That's it.
Right? But you're actually paying a bigger price, right? By doing everything that everybody else wants you to do, right?
Right.
And that's on period.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That is it.
That's it.
So what's next week topic? What is next week topic?
Girl, I deleted that, girl. Hold on. You gotta pull it up. Listen, I'm sitting here in StreamYard setting up the new Elgato Wave. Yes, he showed the new is that a microphone? Coffee Talk? No, I think that's a switcher he was showing. Y'all gotta check that out. It was really good. Child, I don't know how to pronounce all these names, honey. Elgato. I'm like, what the hell? We'd be like, did this person just call me a bee?
See.
You say too many confusing words to me. I'm gonna be like, this person just called me a. Yes, it's an audio interface. I gotta get me one of those. So is that the thing that Coffee Talk you could? Twonta's looking up the title for next week because I deleted it off the.
Thing. I found it.
Yes. Okay. What is it? What's the topic?
For next week's topics, everyone is called "Strong Women with a Broken Mirror."
Ooh. Put that on the screen, honey.
You a strong woman, but you carrying a broken mirror. So we're gonna talk about that next
Girl.
Yes. I'll give you a little spare change, but I ain't give you my wallet on this.
Don't give you some spare change. I'm gonna watch that tonight, yo. Yes, go ahead, sis.
Yes, you are a strong woman. You got it all together. You flawless. You fly. All of that, But you still carrying the same broken mirror. You look in the mirror and you see all of these different pieces of your broken life. Okay, and you are still walking around as if everything is flawless and pristine. But yeah,
we're gonna make some people mad next week, girl.
You know what? That's all.
I have a lot to say about that.
Mad, but you ain't gonna be mad at me. You get mad at yourself because.
Well, you gonna windmill with me. I will windmill right back with them because it's the truth.
Yes, and we're not saying you're not
Coffee
strong.
Talk is funny, huh?
We're not saying that you're not strong. You are a strong.
You're
woman,
still strong, yeah.
But you're still carrying, the broken pieces of your life, of your past, of your current status right now.
Which is dictating the choices that you're making today.
Yeah. And you haven't got it fixed. So what you going to do with that broken mirror?
Mm-hmm. And again, guys, Twonta and I comes up with topics that we have personally experienced ourselves. Because I was a strong woman walking around with a broken mirror, child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had daddy issues, mommy issues,
Mm-hmm.
Tisha issues, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That I had
Yeah.
to say, girl, like, you gotta change. You can still be strong, but you also gotta stop doing this.
You got to
With the
stop it.
foolery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, with all the baggage. I used to have a lot of baggage, honey. But I was
Mm-hmm.
still strong.
Yeah. So next Wednesday, we're going to come on and we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to spare some change.
Well, spare
We're
some
going to
change.
give
We
you a
give you
little
our
bit
whole
of
wallet
money.
now.
Okay, we're going to give you the wallet now.
Get you a
That would be,
spare job.
that's going to be Saturday, a week from tonight, y'all. But yeah, we're going to come on Wednesday and we're going to talk a little bit about it and definitely give you a little bit more insight about the topic. But come next week, a week from the night, we're definitely going to get down and dirty and talk about this topic more in depth. And this is the opportunity for you too, ladies that are on watching us, to consider to come on the panel next week as well.
Y'all
So
better get
we
on
can also,
here.
you can bring your broken mirror. Hello. You can bring your
Mm-hmm.
broken mirror and you can go ahead and talk about the pieces in your mirror life and share what you've been carrying all these years. Thought that you was all pristine and you was all together, but you realize I got a broken piece here. I got to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
All of us got some broken mirror pieces somewhere hidden, okay?
And you
And
could
it can
talk
cut you.
about how you overcame it too. Like that's another thing
Exactly.
that we would love to hear.
Yeah.
That you guys can give advice to somebody else is how you got through that. How you
Yeah.
put that mirror back together.
Right, right. Uh-huh. I love that. I love it. So yeah, guys, what did Jules say? What did she say? I can't read that.
Wow, great topic. And transparency
Yes.
is no joke either. Amen. Gotta be transparent, honey.
Yes. Yes.
Gotta be transparent, honey. Gotta be yourself
Right.
and
Exactly.
nobody else.
Right. Because
Oh.
the mirror, it reveals the real you anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can't run away from that. You can't
Mm-hmm.
hide from that. The mirror is
Right,
going to
right,
show you, even the broken pieces. It still reveals you.
right. That's
Okay.
true.
So
That's
that's
true.
all the
Amen.
change I'm gonna spare tonight.
Amen,
That
honey.
is
We,
it.
we,
That
we
is
want to
it.
spend longer
So
with y'all. So let us know, guys, if you enjoyed today's show. If there's any topics that you're welcome, Jewel. And I
thank
hope you
you.
join us,
Yeah.
Jewel. Hope you join us next week, honey. Next Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Twonta, before we leave and get up out of here,
Yeah.
please talk about our self-care event that's happening later on this month. And I know we see some fellas on here, but the self-care event is for the ladies. So make sure your wives, tell your wives to sign up, honey. bit.ly/sister connection. Go ahead, sis.
Yes, our self-care event, guys, is called Color Me Fall, and it's coming up at the end of this month. The last Saturday of this month in August is going to be at 8:30 p.m. I already have the kit already set out, ready to go, and it is going to be amazing. We're going to be talking about and practicing on some different colors for the fall, some burgundies, some plums, some magentas, some fuchsias, and all that good stuff, some rose golds, all that good stuff. But at the same time, ladies, not only are we going to take care of this exterior beauty, but we're going to take care of our heart, mind, and soul. That's what the self-care is all about. And we're going to
Yes,
have
honey.
great conversations and some topics and everything while we're in our own bubble, in our own home. We have some music in the background. Some of us have some candles lit
Some
up. We probably
drinks, some drinks. Yeah.
have some drinks or whatever we want, but we are going to just have our private time. It's not going to be showcased here on any of the outlets.
No,
It's
it's
a
a private
private
event.
setting.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a private event because we have some private conversations that we're going to keep in house. So, ladies, if you want to be a part of this event, definitely continue, definitely come over to our tribe. You got to sign up for that. You got to fill out those 3 questions, and once you have done that, then we're going to let you guys in the family. Then you go ahead and request the Color Me Fall kit, and then I will send that out directly to you, and then you will go ahead and have ourselves a party
Yes,
on
we
that
like to
night.
party, honey. We're gonna be like, we do the virtual electric slide, honey. Yeah,
Yes,
so we
honey.
don't record our self-care events at all because we do talk about private topics, and we want to make sure the people who come know that they're in a safe space and that it's not going to show up anywhere else on social media. So thank y'all for joining us.
Woo, you
What's that noise?
static,
Yo,
girl.
no, that ain't me, honey.
Yes, you staticky.
What? What is going on? We got some interference on here. Okay. Ooh,
Listen,
ooh.
okay.
It's like somebody's chewing peanuts. Okay, listen. On that note, we gotta go. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye. Go ahead, Therese.